Here we go again. I'm Brian O'Donnell here at Cincinnati Public Radio in our brand new building in Evanston, where we love to showcase our local musicians and exactly what we're doing right now with our studio summer sessions that we have on hand today. One of our dear friends, Julie Spangler, the Pops pianist here in town, and Roger Klug, great guitarist, who's been around forever and ever and ever, to play some music for us for the next 15, 20 minutes or so. So what are we going to get going with, folks?
We're going to start with a couple tunes that we combined. The first one is Poor Wayfaring Stranger, which is an old American folk tune. And we combined it with Wade in the Water, which is a spiritual. And they go beautifully together.
So it's a mashup.
It's a mashup.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay, let's do it.
Julie Spangler and Roger Klug, Cincinnati Public Radio. studio here at Cincinnati Public Radio in our brand new home in Evanston with Julie Spangler playing piano and Roger Klug. Some great guitar work. Wayfaring Stranger, is that listed as traditional, or is there somebody actually credited with writing that?
I think it's listed as traditional.
Traditional.
Yes.
Everybody in the world has recorded it.
Yes, I think it's one of the most recorded tunes ever. Somewhere in the 19th century. Some people think it originated in Scotland, but it was definitely embraced by the American folk tradition.
We're embracing it today.
Yes, very much.
Indeed.
We're embracing America today.
Certainly. What are you going to do next?
Well,
we're going to do something that's never been done. We're going to do a James Brown song as a
yeah?
guitar-piano duet.
Aha.
But, yeah, we're going to play this at the River Roots Festival, right? Coming up.
Yeah.
It's going to be a full band with the vocalist.
Now, when is that again? Late September?
it starts in October. I think
October.
it's just the week that begins October 8th. And it looks like a really fantastic festival. I mean, some of us old fogies remember the Tall Stacks Festival from a couple of decades ago. It was incredible. And this, I think, is going to be...
That ran about 4 days, I think. Is that about what this one is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even longer. But it not only does it just, I think it's to help celebrate our 250th birthday,
Right.
but it's really, really celebrating the river cities around here. Cincinnati, Newport, Covington, and all the riverboats from Tall Stacks are going to be here celebrating the cuisine, but very much the music. And the Underground Railroad is participating in this, the Freedom Center. And this is something that our fearless leader, John Morris Russell, has been propelling us all to celebrate for many years. And we're so happy to represent the Pops. We're the Poptet, which Roger is a part of. In fact, he started playing guitar for the Pops 5 years ago. So, so we're representing the Pops and everything that has to do with American music and music on the river. And King Records obviously plays a huge role in Cincinnati music. So, that's why we're going to be playing the next couple of songs.
You betcha. Ever since the last Tall Stacks, I can't think of what year that was, people on an annual basis have been begging and begging and begging. Bring it back. Please bring it
I
back.
think it was 17 years ago.
Was it that long?
I feel like it was 2008. I could be wrong about that.
Well, I think you're in the ballpark anyway.
Yeah, I know
It
Wilco
feels
played.
longer.
They always had great music of all genres.
Boy, they sure did.
It was a very music-centric festival.
They
which is what
sure
we
did.
loved,
They
yeah.
had huge artists there. I remember
Yes.
seeing Emmylou Harris there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Really loved it. I'm glad that a version of it is coming back.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. We have a
Indeed.
lot to celebrate in this city,
Yeah,
don't we?
Yeah, yeah, we do.
Including WGUC
Thank you.
and everything public radio. We're very lucky for it.
And if you public radio folks out there enjoy us doing these sessions here with our great local musicians, you no doubt know that we've gone through some government federal cuts recently. And we'd just like to kind of tug on your coattail just for a minute to maybe give a little back. It's more important right now than ever at WVXU.org or WGUC.org. And I ask my friends to continue playing music right now. Julie Spangler, Roger Klug.
Are you ready?
It's a man's world.
It's a
It's a man's world.
Yep.
Julie Spangler, Roger Klug, James Brown. Yeah.
James Brown. It's not really
James
a
Brown.
man's world.
Man's world.
Yeah.
Recorded literally a stone's
blocks.
throw from here.
Blocks at tops.
Blocks at tops, yeah. You can see it. You can see it from 71.
And I just wish they would do something with that building finally.
They keep trying. They keep
I know
trying.
they're trying.
I hope so.
Yeah, it would be so cool.
Maybe this radio station can build a secret tunnel to it.
No, that
make
would
it
be
another recording
nice.
studio.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Julie Spangler and Roger Klug helping us out here in our studio sessions. I'm Brian O'Donnell. Glad to have you here as well. And if you see fit, please go to wvxu.org or wguc.org with a contribution. And we don't ask for any certain dollar amount. Anything at all will do, and will make a big difference. And thank you. You've already done so. Continue, my friends.
Okay.
All right. So thanks to John Morse Russell, Julie and I went down a Hank Ballard rabbit hole because we did the twist, which of course everyone knows the chubby checker version of it, which Hank Ballard actually recorded that first right here in the Queen City. But Hank also had quite a few pre-rock and roll. There's always the argument about what was the first rock and roll record, and King Records certainly has some contenders in that.
Yes.
One of them is Hank Ballard's Work With Me, Annie, which has quite a checkered past, not to make a pun, full of controversy, just with the title Work With Me, Annie, and I think it was banned from quite a few radio stations for being risque for the time, which it seems very benign nowadays, but back then. But again, we're going to do it without lyrics, so there won't be any controversy whatsoever.
So you can just use your imagination.
Yes. Sing it in your head.
And this was one of three Annie trilogy songs. Work With Me, Annie, Annie Had a Baby, and Annie's Aunt Flanny was the third
I guess
one.
we should have done the research.
We should have done the research. I could look it up on my phone real quick, but there's no time for that.
That song was a hit in 1954.
You got that right.
Yeah. I was thinking, honestly, I was thinking of that, and I just checked it while you were playing. It was on the Federal label.
It was on the Federal
Yes.
label, yes, in 54.
Yeah.
That was the dark ages for rock and roll.
Yes, it was. You guys, thanks so much for doing this. Once again, Julie, you're no stranger to this radio station, nor are you, Roger, and it's a great privilege to have you as friends and collaborators, you might say, to help out public radio here in Cincinnati.
Well, thanks, and congratulations on this new space.
Pretty nice.
It's quite incredible.
Yeah, we're happy
Yeah.
to do it. NPR is my oxygen in this life.
If you would see fit to go to our website, wvxu.org or wguc.org, and drop a couple of quarters in there, we'd be most grateful. And stick around for more of these summer studio sessions on the way, something we love to do, and we'll keep on.
Cincinnati Public Radio is proud to support local music. You can become a sustaining member at wguc.org or wvxu.org. Like and subscribe for more performances.